Maya Johnson stood in front of her easel, brush in hand, lost in her thoughts. The sun streamed through the window, casting a warm glow on her small studio apartment. I was a talented artist, known for her vibrant paintings that captured the beauty of life. But today, her heart was heavy, and her mind was racing. Just a week ago, she had shared a passionate weekend with Ethan Rivers, a charming billionaire who had stolen her heart. Their time together had felt like a dream, filled with laughter, deep conversations, and a connection that seemed unbreakable. However, Maya's joy quickly turned to worry when she discovered that she was pregnant. The news hit her like a heavy wave, leaving her breathless. She had always imagined being a mother, but the timing felt overwhelming. She was a single woman, and the thought of raising a child alone filled her with both excitement and fear. How would Ethan react? Would he be supportive, or would he run away from the responsibility? As she stared at the blank canvas, Maya felt a mixture of hope and anxiety. She knew that Ethan came from a wealthy family with high expectations. She worried that his family would not accept her, especially as a black woman. They see her as someone unworthy of their son? The thought sent shivers down her spine. Yet she also felt a deep connection to Ethan. She hoped that love would prevail. Days passed, and Maya finally decided it was time to tell Ethan about the pregnancy. She wanted to be honest with him, to share this life-changing news. Called him, her heart racing as she invited him over for dinner. Maya spent the day preparing, cooking his favorite meal, and setting the table with care. She wanted everything to be perfect, hoping that the love they shared would shine through. When Ethan arrived, he greeted her with a warm smile and a gentle kiss. They sat down to eat, and Maya could feel the tension building inside her. After they finished their meal, she took a deep breath and looked into his eyes. "Ethan, there's something I need to tell you," she began, her voice trembling slightly. He nodded, sensing the seriousness in her tone. "What is it, Maya? You can tell me anything." "I'm pregnant," she said, her voice steady, despite the whirlwind of emotions inside her. The words hung in the air, heavy with meaning. She watched as Ethan's expression changed from surprise to concern. "Pregnant?" he repeated, his brow furrowing. "Are you sure?" Maya nodded, feeling tears prick her eyes. "I took the test, and it's positive. I wanted you to know, because you deserve to be a part of this." Ethan sat in silence, processing the news. The weight of the moment felt immense. He reached for her hand, squeezing it gently. "Maya, I care about you deeply. I want to be there. For you, but my family." He trailed off, his eyes filled with uncertainty. Maya felt her heart sink. She had feared this reaction. "I understand if this is too much, but I need to know if you'll support me and our child," she said, her voice breaking slightly. Ethan looked away, his mind racing. He was torn between his feelings for Maya and the expectations of his family. The love they shared was real, but the fear of disappointing his family loomed large. Maya could see the conflict in his eyes, and it broke her heart. As they sat together in the quiet apartment, the reality of their situation began to sink in. Maya realized that this was just the beginning of a long and challenging journey. She would need to find her strength, not just for herself, but for the child she was bringing into the world. The days following Maya's revelation were filled with uncertainty and tension. Ethan had promised to support her, but Maya could sense the weight of his family's expectations hanging over them like a dark cloud. He had grown distant, caught between his feelings for her and the pressure from his powerful family. Each time they met, the air felt thick with unspoken words and hidden fears. Maya tried to remain hopeful. She painted every day, pouring her emotions onto the canvas. Each stroke of her brush was a release, a way to express the joy and anxiety that filled her heart. But no matter how beautiful her art became, it couldn't erase the worry gnawing at her mind. Would Ethan's family accept her? Would they see her as a worthy partner for their son? One evening, as Maya was finishing a painting of a blooming flower, her phone buzzed. It was a text from Ethan, asking if they could meet. Heart raced with a mixture of excitement and dread. She quickly tidied her apartment, wanting everything to feel welcoming. She hoped this meeting would bring clarity and understanding. When Ethan arrived, he looked handsome but tense. He hugged her tightly, but she could feel the hesitation in his embrace. They sat on the couch, and Maya offered him a glass of water. She could see the conflict in his eyes, and it made her heart ache. "Thank you for coming," she said softly, trying to keep her voice steady. "I've been thinking about us a lot." Ethan sighed, running a hand through his hair. "Maya, I care about you more than you know. But my family." He trailed off, his voice filled with frustration. "They don't understand us. They have plans for me. And this," he gestured between them, "this complicates everything." I felt a lump rise in her throat. "I understand that your family's important to you, but I'm important too. I need you to stand by me, especially now." Her eyes searched his face, hoping to find reassurance. Ethan looked away, clearly torn. What if they don't accept you? What if they try to tear us apart? The fear in his voice made her heart ache. "The question is, Ethan, do you want to be with me?" Maya asked, her voice trembling. "I'm not asking for your family's approval. I'm asking for your love and support." Ethan paused, his eyes searching hers. "Of course I want to be with you, but I'm scared. I don't want to lose you, and I don't want to hurt my family. They'll be furious." Maya took a deep breath, feeling tears well up in her eyes. "I don't want to lose you either, but I can't be a secret. I won't let your family push me away or dictate our future." Ethan nodded slowly, processing her words. "I know you're strong, Maya, but this is all new to me. I've never faced anything like this before." "I'm scared too," she admitted, her voice barely a whisper, "but I believe in us. Believe in our love. We can face this together." In that moment, Maya felt a flicker of hope. Ethan reached out and took her hand, squeezing it tightly. "I'll talk to them," he said finally, determination in his voice. "I'll tell them. About you and the baby. They need to understand how much you mean to me." Maya's heart swelled with gratitude. "Thank you, Ethan. That means everything to me." As they sat together, hands entwined, Maya realized that love was not just about passion. It was about da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It was about standing together in the face of adversity. They both knew the road ahead would be difficult, but they were willing to fight for their love and their future. Together they would face the challenges that lay ahead, united in their dreams and hopes for their child. The sun rose on a crisp morning, casting a golden glow over Maya's apartment. She was filled with a mix of anticipation and anxiety as she prepared for the day ahead. Ethan had promised to speak to his family about their relationship and the baby, and she couldn't shake the nerves that twisted in her stomach. Maya spent the morning organizing her studio, hoping that keeping busy would ease her worries. She painted a vibrant mural on one wall, channeling her emotions into every brushstroke. Later that afternoon, as she was finishing up, her phone buzzed with a text. It was from Ethan. "Can we meet? I need to talk to you." Her heart raced again. She quickly put down her brush and headed out to meet him at their favorite cafe. An intimate little spot with warm lighting and the scent of fresh coffee. When Maya arrived, she found Ethan sitting at a corner table, his expression serious. He looked up as she approached, and she could see the tension in his shoulders. "Hey," she said softly, trying to read his face.
"What did your family
say?" Ethan sighed deeply, running a hand through his hair again. "They don't want me to be with you," he admitted, his voice heavy. "They think it's too complicated. They believe it will ruin my future." Maya felt her heart drop. "What do you mean ruin your future?" she asked, struggling to keep her voice steady. "They're worried about their reputation. They don't think you're the right person for me. They want me to focus on business and not get distracted by a family." His eyes were troubled, and Maya could see the conflict within him. Maya took a deep breath, trying to process what he was saying. "Did they offer you money?" she asked, her voice trembling with anger. "To make me go away?" Ethan nodded slowly, his face pained. "Yes, they offered me a large sum to convince you to leave and keep quiet about the baby. They think it would be easier for everyone." Maya felt a surge of emotions, anger, sadness, and disbelief. How could they think that money could solve this? "Not some problem to be bought off," she exclaimed, her voice rising. "This is our child we're talking about. I know, Ethan said quickly, reaching for her hand. But they're powerful people, Maya. They don't see things the way we do. They think they can control everything. But I don't want to lose you. Maya pulled her hand away gently, feeling hurt. Then stand up for me. Stand up for us. Don't let them treat me like this. I deserve respect, not a price tag. Her heart raced with frustration. Ethan's eyes softened as he looked at her. I want to fight for you. I really do. But I'm scared of what they'll do if I go against them. They've always had control over my life. Maya felt a tear roll down her cheek. You have to make a choice, Ethan. Do you want to be with me and our child, or do you want to keep pleasing them? I can't be a secret or a burden in your life. Ethan looked away, and for a moment, silence filled the space between them. The weight of the decision hung heavily in the air. Maya could see the struggle in his eyes, the battle between love and loyalty to his family. Finally, he spoke, his voice barely above a whisper. I love you, Maya. I want to be with you, but I don't know how to handle this. I need time to think. Maya nodded, feeling a mix of relief and heartache. I understand, but please remember that I'm here, waiting for you to choose. I won't wait forever, Ethan. As she left the cafe, her heart felt heavy with uncertainty. She knew the road ahead would be challenging, but she also knew that she had to stand firm in her beliefs. Maya was determined to fight for her love and her child, no matter the obstacles that lay ahead. The future was uncertain, but she was ready to face it, one step at a time. The days turned into weeks, and Maya was determined to stay strong despite the uncertainty surrounding her relationship with Ethan. She threw herself into her art, using each brushstroke as an outlet for her emotions. Her studio became a sanctuary, filled with vibrant colors and inspiring pieces that reflected her journey as a soon-to-be mother. Each painting captured her hopes, fears, and the love she felt for Ethan, even as their future remained uncertain. One evening, after a long day of painting, Maya decided to visit her close friend, Lisa. They had been friends for years, and Lisa was always there to support her through tough times. Maya needed someone to talk to, someone who would understand her struggles. As Maya entered Lisa's cozy apartment, she was greeted with warm hugs and the comforting aroma of freshly baked cookies. You look tired, Lisa said, her voice filled with concern. What's going on? Maya sighed, feeling the weight of her emotions. It's Ethan. His family is trying to push me away, and I don't know how to handle it. They offered him money to make me disappear. It's like I'm not even a real person to them. Lisa's expression turned serious. That's awful, Maya. You deserve so much better than that. Have you talked to Ethan about how this makes you feel? Maya nodded. We've talked, but I can see how torn he is. He loves me, but he's scared of his family. I just wish he would stand up for us. Maybe he needs to see your strength, Lisa suggested. You've always been strong, Maya. You've overcome so much already. Maybe you should show him that you won't back down. Maya considered Lisa's words. Perhaps she needed to show Ethan that she was not just a partner, but a fierce woman ready to fight for their love. It was time to take control of her own life and future. Inspired by her friend's encouragement, Maya decided to organize an art exhibit showcasing her journey through pregnancy. She wanted to share her story with the world, to show that love and strength could overcome any obstacle. She envisioned an exhibition that would celebrate not only her art, but also the beauty of motherhood and the power of standing up for oneself. Over the next few days, Maya worked tirelessly to prepare for the exhibit. She painted new pieces that captured her emotions, creating a collection that reflected her journey and the love she felt for her unborn child. Each painting told a story of hope, resilience, and the beauty of family. As the opening day approached, Maya felt a mixture of excitement and nerves. She invited Ethan, hoping he would see how passionate she was about their future. She wanted him to understand that she would not be silenced by his family's pressure. On the night of the exhibit, the gallery buzzed with energy. Friends, family, and art enthusiasts filled the space, admiring her work. Maya stood by her paintings, her heart racing as she waited for Ethan to arrive. When he finally walked in, his eyes widened in awe. He took in the vibrant colors and powerful messages in her artwork. "Maya, this is incredible," he said, his voice filled with admiration. "You've poured your heart into this." "Thank you," she replied, her eyes shining with emotion. "I wanted to show you how strong I am and how much I believe in us." Ethan stepped closer, studying each piece. As he looked at the paintings, Maya could see the realization dawning on his face. This was more than just art. It was a declaration of love and strength. It was her way of saying that she was ready to fight for their future, no matter what challenges lay ahead. In that moment, Ethan took her hand, and Maya felt a surge of hope. Together, they would face whatever came next, united in their love and determination. The journey was just beginning, and she was ready to embrace it with open arms. The night of the exhibit had been a success, filled with laughter, admiration, and heartfelt conversations. Maya felt a renewed sense of hope after sharing her art with the world. She could see the impact her paintings had on those who attended, and it filled her with pride. But amidst the joy, she knew that the real test was still ahead. She needed to confront Ethan's family and their disapproval. A few days later, Maya decided it was time to talk to Ethan about the next steps. They met at a quiet park where the sun filtered through the trees, creating a peaceful atmosphere. Maya was determined to encourage Ethan to stand up for their relationship and their child. "Maya, I can't stop thinking about your exhibit," Ethan said as they sat on a bench. "Your art is powerful, really made me see how much you believe in us." "I'm glad it resonated with you," Maya replied, her heart racing. "But we need to take the next step. You can't let your family push us around. It's time to confront them." Ethan looked away, his eyes filled with worry. "I know, but what if they don't accept you? What if they try to come between us?" Maya took a deep breath, gathering her thoughts. "You have to remember that your happiness matters too. If they can't accept our love, then maybe it's time for you to choose what you really want." Ethan nodded slowly, realizing that Maya was right. He couldn't just let his family dictate his life. His heart belonged to Maya, and he needed to stand up for that love. "You're right. I can't let them control my future. I love you, and I want to be there for our child." Maya felt a rush of relief wash over her. "I believe in you, Ethan. You have the strength to do this." She took his hand and squeezed it tightly, feeling the connection between them strengthen. After their conversation, Ethan spent the next few days preparing himself to face his family. He knew it would not be easy, but he was determined to stand by Maya. He had seen her strength and resilience, and it inspired him to be brave. Finally, the day came when he would confront his parents. He invited them to their family home, a grand mansion that echoed with history and tradition. As he paced nervously in the living room, he reminded himself of Maya's words, "Love is worth fighting for." When his parents arrived, Ethan greeted them with a firm but respectful demeanor. His mother, a poised woman with sharp features, raised an eyebrow at her son's serious expression. "Ethan, is everything all right?" she asked, her tone laced with concern. "I need to talk to you." "About something important," Ethan said, taking a deep breath. "It's about Maya and the baby." His father, a tall man with a commanding presence, crossed his arms. "What about her?" "We've already discussed this. We need to discuss it again," Ethan replied, his voice steady. "I love Maya, and I want to be with her. She's having our child, and I cannot let you push her away. I want you to accept her." His mother's expression shifted from concern to disbelief. "Ethan, you can't be serious. She's not the kind of woman we had in mind for you. This will ruin your future." Ethan felt his heart race, but he stood his ground. "I've made my decision. Maya is strong, talented, and she loves me. I won't let your opinions dictate my happiness." The room fell silent as his parents processed his words. Ethan's heart pounded in his chest, but he felt a sense of freedom wash over him. He was finally speaking his truth. After a long pause, his mother sighed. "Ethan, we only want what's best for you. But if you truly love her, you must be prepared for the challenges ahead." "I am ready for any challenge," Ethan replied, his voice filled with determination. "Want to build a life with Maya and our child, no matter what it takes." As he spoke those words, Ethan felt a weight lift from his shoulders. Finally, chosen love over fear, and it felt liberating. He hoped that his parents would come to accept him and Maya, but he knew that their journey together was only just beginning. Whatever challenges lay ahead, he was ready to face them with Maya by his side. The day of Maya's art exhibit had finally arrived. Excitement buzzed in the air as she prepared for the opening night. She had worked hard to create a collection that told her story, reflecting her journey through love, pregnancy, and self-discovery. Each painting was a piece of her heart, capturing the beauty and challenges of motherhood. Maya arrived at the gallery early, her heart racing with anticipation. The walls were adorned with her vibrant creations, each canvas radiating color and emotion. She took a moment to step back and admire her work, feeling a sense of pride swell within her. This exhibit was not just about art. It was a celebration of her strength and a testament to the love she shared with Ethan. As the doors opened, guests began to trickle in. Friends, family, and strangers filled the space, laughing and chatting as they admired her art. Maya greeted everyone with a warm smile, her heart fluttering with joy. She spotted Lisa among the crowd, who beamed with pride as she hugged Maya tightly. "You did it. This is amazing," Lisa exclaimed, her eyes sparkling. "Thank you." "Can't believe it's finally happening," Maya replied, her voice filled with excitement. As the evening continued, Maya noticed Ethan entering the gallery, looking handsome and confident. He scanned the room until his eyes locked onto hers, and she felt a rush of warmth. He made his way through the crowd, and when he reached her, he pulled her into a tight embrace. "I'm so proud of you," he said, his voice filled with admiration. "Thank you for coming," she replied, her heart swelling with love.
"I wanted you to see everything I've created for us,"
Ethan nodded, taking in the paintings around him. He could see the emotions behind each piece, the struggles and triumphs that Maya had expressed so beautifully. "These are incredible, Maya. You've poured your soul into them." As the evening progressed, Maya took the opportunity to speak. With her guests, sharing the inspiration behind her work, many were moved by her story, expressing their admiration and support. Maya felt a sense of validation as people connected with her art, and she realized how important it was to share her truth. However, amidst the celebration, Maya felt a pang of anxiety. She knew that Ethan's family had not yet accepted her, and she couldn't shake the fear that their judgment would cast a shadow over this special night. She hoped that Ethan had spoken to them and that they would come to see how much they meant to each other as the night wore on. Maya took a moment to step outside for some fresh air. The cool breeze felt refreshing against her skin, and she closed her eyes, taking a deep breath. Suddenly, she heard footsteps approaching. She opened her eyes to find Ethan's mother standing before her, looking hesitant. "Maya," she said softly, "can we talk?" Maya's heart raced. "Of course," she replied, trying to keep her composure. Ethan's mother took a deep breath, her expression serious. "I've been thinking about everything," she began. "I came tonight to see your work, and I must admit, I didn't expect to be so moved." She gestured to the paintings. "You have a gift, and it's clear how much love you have for Ethan and your child." Maya felt a glimmer of hope. "Thank you. I wanted to show that love is powerful and can overcome challenges." Ethan's mother nodded, her expression softening. "I realize now that my concerns about you were misplaced. You're strong and talented, and if Ethan loves you, then I want to try to understand." Maya felt tears welling in her eyes. "Thank you for saying that. I care deeply for Ethan, and I want to build a life with him and our child." As they spoke, Maya felt a sense of relief wash over her. This conversation could be the turning point she had hoped for. She knew that acceptance would take time, but this moment felt like a step in the right direction. As the evening came to a close, Maya felt a renewed sense of hope for the future. With Ethan by her side and his family beginning to understand, she was ready to embrace whatever challenges lay ahead. Together, they would face the journey of love and family, united in their dreams and their hearts. The weeks following the art exhibit were filled with a sense of new beginnings for Maya and Ethan. After his mother's heartfelt conversation with Maya, there was a noticeable shift in their relationship. Ethan's family began to warm up too. The idea of Maya and their future child. They started reaching out, expressing interest in Maya's art, and even attending small gatherings where she was present. Although the road to full acceptance was still long, Maya felt encouraged by the progress they had made. One sunny afternoon, as Maya painted in her studio, she received an unexpected phone call from Ethan. "Hey, can we meet? I have something important to discuss," he said, his voice filled with excitement. "Of course. Where should we meet?" Maya asked, her heart racing with curiosity. "How about that little cafe we love?" he suggested. Maya agreed, and within the hour she found herself sitting across from Ethan at their favorite spot. He looked radiant, a smile lighting up his face. "Maya, I wanted to tell you that my parents have invited us over for dinner this weekend. They want to get to know you better." Maya's heart skipped a beat. "Really? That's wonderful," she exclaimed, a mix of joy and nervousness bubbling inside her. "I told them how much you mean to me and how excited I am about our future together," Ethan said, his eyes shining with love. "They want to make things right and show you that they care." Maya felt a wave of relief wash over her. "This is a big step, Ethan. I appreciate your support. I just hope they truly accept me. I believe they will. Just be yourself. And don't be afraid to share your feelings," he encouraged. "This could be the start of a new chapter for all of us." As the dinner approached, Maya spent time preparing herself mentally. She chose a simple but elegant dress that made her feel confident. She wanted to make a good impression, but more importantly, she wanted Ethan's family to see her for who she truly was. On the night of the dinner, Maya and Ethan arrived at his family's grand home, filled with a mix of excitement and apprehension. The atmosphere was warm and inviting, with the aroma of delicious food wafting through the air. Ethan's parents greeted them at the door, their smiles genuine and welcoming. As they sat down to dinner, the conversation flowed smoothly. Maya shared stories about her art and her journey as a mother-to-be. She could see Ethan's parents, listening attentively, their expressions softening as they learned more about her. "Your paintings are beautiful, Maya," Ethan's mother said warmly. "I can see how much passion you have for your work. It's inspiring." "Thank you," Maya replied, feeling a blush rise to her cheeks. "Art has always been a way for me to express my feelings and experiences." As the evening progressed, Maya and Ethan's parents found common ground in their love for art and family. Ethan's father shared stories about his own struggles and successes, and Maya listened intently, realizing that they were not so different after all. After dinner, as they moved to the living room for dessert, Ethan's mother surprised Maya with a small gift. "I wanted to give you this," she said, handing Maya a beautifully wrapped box. "It's a little something for the baby." Maya opened the box to find a handmade blanket, soft and warm. Tears filled her eyes as she looked at Ethan's mother, overwhelmed by the kindness. "Thank you so much. This means a lot to me," she said, her voice shaking with emotion. Ethan squeezed her hand, and she felt a wave of love wash over her. In that moment, Maya realized that acceptance was possible. She had fought for her love and her future, and now she was beginning to see the fruits of her labor as they left the Rivers home that night. Ethan turned to Maya, his eyes filled with warmth. "I knew they would come around," he said. With a smile, "You're amazing, Maya." Maya felt a sense of peace wash over her. Together, they had faced challenges, and now they were stepping into a beautiful new chapter, the beginning of their family. She was ready to embrace whatever the future held, knowing that love would guide them through any obstacle. By her side, she felt invincible. Together, they would create a life filled with art, love, and happiness for their child.